Hello and welcome everyone to another StarCraft 2 cast by Glitch. Today, I'm going to be bringing to you a little bit of PvP, a little bit of Heart of the Swarm PvT for the first time ever. Going to be casting some PvP. Spawning in our top left position of Whirlwind, as the blue Protoss we have Team Liquid's Hero. Oh, I'm so excited for this game. LiquidHerO is so good. I love LiquidHerO so much. His opponent today, spawning in the bottom left position of Whirlwind as the red Protoss, we have iGMacSed. Now, iGMacSed is not a big well-known player yet, but he's been coming up and making a little bit of a splash lately on the Korean servers. He's been playing very, very well, and I'm trying to remember. I know that I just recently saw him somewhere. Like, within the last 2 days, I either saw him in a GSL or WCS competing somewhere. Season 2 WCS America is, I think, where I saw him earlier today. But I'm not 100% sure on that. But he seems to be very, very good. All I know about him is that he is a Chinese player, but he is starting to do really, really well, and he's coming up really fast, starting to take some wins off of some really, really good professional Korean level players. So, we're going to have to see if he can take a win off of LiquidHerO here, and we're going to have to see what LiquidHerO is going to be doing here in the coming Heart of the Swarm expansion. Well, I guess I shouldn't say coming Heart of the Swarm, the now available Heart of the Swarm expansion. I'm actually going to be casting some of LiquidHerO's games over the next few days. I downloaded an entire Liquid pack, Liquid replay pack. If you search, I believe if you go to teamliquidpro.com/replays, you can find all of the Team Liquid replay packs there. They release a set of replay packs from one of their players every single week, so you can go there and download those replay packs. So yeah, this whole week, I think I'm actually going to be doing this in the next few days. I'll be casting some LiquidHerO games just because I want to see what kind of playstyle he's been going for here in Heart of the Swarm. Now, both these players so far doing a standard opening. How has this matchup changed? It is absolutely amazing to see how fast all of these metagames are changing in all of the matchups, really. In PvP in particular, there's been a lot of big changes because oracles are now a thing, mothership cores are now a thing. So we've been seeing some changes that come about because of these. Now there are the big obvious changes when these new units come up. The big obvious changes being something like, well, now I have oracles, so I can proxy an oracle, proxy a starport rather, make an oracle, send it into his base, and try to get some probe kills that way. So there's like the obvious ones like that, but then there's some that are a little bit more subtle. Like for example, we have this mothership core, which allows us to be very, very defensive, right? We have this mothership core that allows us to be defensive early. So what can we do? Can we manage to take bases early? For example, right here we see that iGMacSed is opting to go for this Nexus after Gate and then Cybernetics core. What on earth is it that allows him to do this? As we can see, he hasn't scouted his opponent at all. He's just now moving out to go scout his opponent, so he has no idea what his opponent is doing. But LiquidHerO does see that this Nexus is going down, and it looks like he's going to be throwing down a Nexus of his own. So this is just one of the many options that we're seeing here from Protoss players, just because this mothership core, there it is, it's already out early, and these things are very, very good defensive units. With this Photon Overcharge, you can hold off a lot of early pushes. So this in itself is allowing the Protoss versus Protoss matchup to change a ton, because it used to be that players would sit on one base a lot for a long time. 4 gates, blink plays, all kinds of stuff would happen all before going to 2 bases. It would be very, very common to see a game go to the 12 or 13 minute mark before anyone takes a natural expansion. But these days that's changed a lot. Now we do see that the Twilight Council is now going down here for LiquidHerO. LiquidHerO, of course, a huge fan of going for those Blink Stalker plays. LiquidHerO loves his Blink Stalker, so it's possible we might see him doing some tricky things with that. Notice the first unit he produced out of that gateway is a Zealot, following it up with a couple of sentries here so that he can just continue to be nice and defensive. Lots of force fields here, keeping this Zealot here for the scouting info, and it looks like now he's going to be forced to pull away and head back to the base. In the base of iGMacSed, we do see that he's just continuing to produce workers. We see gateways going down. We see a robotics facility going down as well as that warp gate research, which we'll be finishing up here very soon, which should be at a very similar time to LiquidHerO's. Yeah, almost identical warp gate timing here. In the base of LiquidHerO, you see he has also come down to 3 gateways as well. No Robo yet here for LiquidHerO, but more or less these players are pretty much on even footing right now. One player, LiquidHerO, opting to hallucinate a Warp Prism into his opponent's base here. This might actually force some Stalkers in. Oh god, my cell phone is ringing and people are trying to call me. Good dear lord. I need to remember to turn that off now. And it looks like there's a pylon going down, but it doesn't look like we're going to be seeing any cannons coming down. This Warp Prism's moving in here, and it doesn't look like MacSed is that worried. I think now he does realize that that is just the hallucination. In the base of LiquidHerO, we did have a hallucinated Phoenix run around, so it does look like MacSed was allowed to see everything that was going on in the base of LiquidHerO. We do see that the Blink is now coming down here as well. No gas yet taken on either natural expansion, and it looks like just now, looks like iGMacSed is just going to be taking his right now, producing a lot of Immortals out of this base. So he's opting to go for a whole lot. Looks like he's going to be opting to go for Immortal tech, whereas Hero is mostly going to be sticking, I think, to Gateway units. Yeah, he's most likely going to be trying to make do with this Blink research as much as he can. So we can see that he's got some sentries in here, but he's starting to warp in a lot of Stalkers now. We're seeing a lot of Stalkers coming in. And we do see now a couple more gateways going down here, so this is going to bring LiquidHerO up to a total of 5 gateways, whereas in the base of his opponent we do see the Stargate going down. Big change here for iGMacSed as we're going to have to see what he's going to be going for here. There's been a lot of, these days been a lot of openings that involve Phoenixes, but this late in the game I'm going to bet that this is most likely going to be some kind of Void Ray harass, most likely. As Void Rays in Heart of the Swarm are very, very strong. And for those of you that don't know, there's been a big change with Void Rays, as these days, whereas before the Void Rays would have to take a lot of time to charge up before they can deal a whole lot of damage. Ooh, getting a little bit of frame loss there on my computer. Sorry about that. But I am... what was I saying? Yes, Void Rays. Whereas before, the Void Rays would have to charge up. Void Rays had to sit there attacking something for a long time before it charges up through several levels of damage. But we can see that these days, we do see that that one Void Ray is coming out, and no, I can't actually see his abilities yet. But the way that the Void Ray works now is that a Void Ray just has an ability that you activate that allows it to deal a lot of damage for a short period of time, I believe 30 seconds. And we do see now LiquidHerO was able to poke in here with these Blink Stalkers, not doing a whole lot of damage, managed to get in there, pick off one probe, and behind this he's just going to be throwing down a Forge to start getting some upgrades. We do also see that in the robotics facility has come down as well now. Oh, we do have some Stalkers blinking up into the main here, starting to pick off some workers here for LiquidHerO. Nice little blink up there, and it looks like this is going to force these units back, and in the meantime the Blink Stalkers are going to come in from the front and be able to pick off one of that Immortal. Yes, they do manage to get that Immortal. Beautiful pick off there for LiquidHerO, only losing one Stalker. I don't even think he lost one Stalker there in that exchange. He did lose one Stalker here, but now he's still got a couple of Stalkers up here. Wow, can his Stalkers actually make that blink? That's an absolutely ridiculously far blink, but it looks like... Nope, he's not going to be... There we go. Yeah, he can actually make that blink. Nice little blink up there from LiquidHerO. Again, continuing to just poke at the front with these Stalkers, trying to deal as much damage at the front. Void Ray has now been revealed here. Of iGMacSed, so Hero knows that Void Rays are going to be part of the tech choice of his opponent here. And he's now even going to be sending in this Phoenix to confirm. He has to see how many Void Rays his opponent making. Is his opponent coming to a lot of Void Rays? Is it coming from one Stargate? Is it coming from 2 Stargates? He needs to get in and get that scouting information. So you can see that this Phoenix is moving around that back side of the base to cut through that back to dodge out all of these units that will be guarding the front. We do see the Immortal count also getting fairly high here for iGMacSed. So he's going for a lot of big damage units here that are going to do really, really well against these Blink Stalkers of LiquidHerO. So it's going to be really, really hard for him to hold this. Once again, LiquidHerO kind of just poking in there, trying to do a little bit of blinking. Looks like he is going to be blinking up one more time, and brilliant move. This is how he got up into me, and I was wondering about that earlier without an observer, how he got up there, but he just used a Phoenix and blunk right into the main, and it looks like that Photon Overcharge is going to go down here on that Nexus, and look at how much damage it actually deals. Quite a good amount of damage and has a long range, but ooh, LiquidHerO does manage to pick up that Mothership Core. Now, very, very important in the base of LiquidHerO right now, we're seeing High Templar come down as well. The Templar Archives is now down researching that Psionic Storm, so this is going to be LiquidHerO's mode of damage here. And it looks like the Void Ray count in the base of iGMacSed starting to get very, very high. And he's saturated here on this natural expansion. Hero looking like he's going to be taking a third base here very soon, as his High Templar are now up, and he's getting some pretty decent high-tech units. We are currently up to what looks like about 7 gateways here for LiquidHerO, and in the base of iGMacSed, we see more just now being thrown down. This is going to bring him up to a total of just 6 warp gates, but Hero is now moving out. He has hallucinated some Void Rays here, so is this going to fool MacSed into actually thinking that there are going to be a bunch of LiquidHerO Void Rays in this composition? This is going to be this could be a huge factor in deciding what is going to happen in this coming match. Hero just going to be poking up here right now, trying to deal some damage, blinking right on back, and these Void Rays are actually just gonna disappear. They're actually, MacSed is actually never ever gonna actually even see those hallucinated Void Rays, so just wasted energy there. A little bit of a mistake there actually by LiquidHerO to actually have done that, because now he's just losing out on force field energy. And oh, the army of iGMacSed is now moving out. Oh my god, good lord. And LiquidHerO is just going to use that Mothership Core to recall back on home, and all of his units are now back home in his base. But now there's a big push coming out here for iGMacSed. If we check out the food count right now, we can see 123 food to the 124 food of LiquidHerO. So very, very close food counts. But we can see here that iGMacSed has actually stopped on just 30 harvesters. He actually stopped on 30 harvesters, and he's taking some more damage here from these Blink Stalkers from Hero, who was able to deal some damage, and we can see that Hero went up on this base as well. But this is a big army here coming out, and this is a lot of Void Rays. These Void Rays are coming in here, and there's a lot of just Zealots on this side. Lots and lots of storms going down here for LiquidHerO, as MacSed trying to take as little damage as he can from those storms, but all of his shield energy has been drained. Keep in mind that these Psionic Storms, 2 Psionic Storms, if constantly kept on the Void Rays, will kill the Void Rays. 2 Psionic Storms kill Void Rays if the Void Rays just sit and stay under those Psionic Storms for their full entire duration. So in general, you generally takes about 3 to actually get a kill on a Void Ray here, but it looks like he's trying to poke around here, trying to get in, trying to see if he can't get around to those High Templar, because those High Templar are by far the dangerous unit here for MacSed to have to deal with, and he's just completely all in at this point. Tons of Immortals in this composition as he starts to move in here, dealing some damage. Force fields going down here, but Hero just pushing them all down with these Archons. Void Rays doing huge amounts of damage, but these Psy Storms are going down all over these Void Rays, taking a whole lot of damage. The Charge Lots are charging in here, trying to connect with as much as they can, but this is such a close fight here as MacSed is now pushing in, but it looks like with that new warp in of Stalkers here from LiquidHerO, it looks like he's going to be able to push this back, and yes! GG comes out of MacSed, and Hero able to take that game. Fantastically played game there by LiquidHerO, just constantly harassing his opponent with those Blink Stalkers, never allowing his opponent to move out, and in the meantime just slowly teching up behind it. And once he was sitting at the tech that he wanted, got a few Immortals up, got those Templars up, and the Archons just taking that third, and then just waiting for his opponent to come and attack into him, because he knows that he can fight, use a little bit of a defender's advantage there. Fight with that Photon Overcharge, the Mothership Core, and everything on his own ramp, and that's going to be a much stronger fight for him. Absolutely fantastic game here, played by both players, but in the end, LiquidHerO comes out on top. So thanks you guys so much for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Follow me on Facebook at facebook.com/GlitchStarCraft, twitter.com/GlitchStarCraft also for when you want to know when I go live at twitch.tv/GlitchStarCraft. Thanks guys so much for watching. Glitch out.